Hi, my name is Patricia Villalobos. I want to talk about an important topic of how abuse of police power can hurt community trust and what we can do as leaders to rebuild that trust. Next slide. Let's start with two big questions. So what happens when a police authority is misused, and how can law enforcement rebuild trust abuse of power? In the next few minutes, I'm going to explain the problem, share 6 practical steps administrators can take to rebuild trust, and talk about how organizational culture and supervisors play a huge role. Next slide. So here's the main issue. Abuse of power. This can look like unnecessary force, stops, or arrests that aren't justified, disrespectful treatment, or lack of accountability when mistakes happen. Even if it's just a few officers, the impact on the community is huge. People start to feel like the police are above the law, which really hurts trust. I'm gonna go next slide. This doesn't just affect the community. Residents may start to feel officers not report crimes or avoid cooperating altogether. For officers, this means more hostility during interactions, lower morale, and more stress on the job. Studies show that when trust is low, policies become much harder and less effective. The first step is accountability. We need clear rules and consistent consequences if someone misuses authority. Independent or civilian oversight can help show the community that we take misconduct seriously. Leaders have the model and reinforce these standards themselves. Next slide. Next, we need procedural justice. That's basically making sure we treat people fairly, explain our decisions, and give them a chance to share their side, and show respect at all times. Tyler explains that when people feel they're treated fairly, they're much more likely to trust the police and cooperate. Leadership has to make this a standard in policies and trainings. Next slide. Transparency is key. If something happens in the community, communicate openly and honestly. Make policies like use of force rules or body camera procedures accessible to the public. This helps reduce rumors, builds trust, and shows the community that we're accountable. Training is really important. Officers need ongoing education in ethics, de escalation, and communication skills. Leaders should support this training and make sure officers have the tools to have ethical and choices and handle tense situations without abusing power. We're gonna go next slide. Step 5 is working with the community. Hold town halls, create advisory boards, engage youth programs to let people have a voice. Leaders need to listen and participate, not just send officers. This shows the community we care about their input and perspective. Next slide. Finally, use data to spot problems early, track complaints, use of force incidents, and patterns of behavior. Early interventions can prevent small issues from beginning major problems. Leaderships must act on this data consistently, which shows commitment to ethical policy. Next slide. A strong organizational culture is critical. Agencies need to emphasize ethics, integrity, and service to the community. Tyler notes that legitimacy starts inside the organization. If misconduct is tolerated internally, the community will notice. But if ethical behavior is reinforced, trust grows. Next slide. The first line supervisors are on the front lines of shaping officers' behavior. They model ethical behavior, address misconduct humility, and coach officers on professionalism and discretion. They're the ones who can make a real difference day to day in preventing abuse of power. Next slide. Research shows that when police treat people fairly and respectfully, trust increases. At the same time, we have to remember officers face stress and danger every day. Leadership support, clear policies, and coaching reduce misconduct and improve safety for everyone. Next slide. Conclusion is abuse of this conclusion is abuse of power damages trust and public safety, and it is fixable. Ethical leadership, accountability, transparency, and strong supervision can rebuild legitimacy. Positive police community relationships are earned through consistent ethical actions every day. Next. And then these are the resources that I use for my presentation. Um, and next slide. And I just want to say thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.